Hey, welcome back to my channel. Like, yeah, hopefully I begin a lot of word around. But I'm just going to talk about how I've been feeling lately. Um, about things that has been bothering me, but I still ain't getting no word about if people understand where I'm coming from. But I'm just talking my smack and then try to I guess build on that later again, for my um journal entries today. I don't even have the topic name today, but I'm just going to start off ranting about how someone can just justify being um a baby, right? What's it like in society? Like when a nigga is off the platform and they calling it home, right? Like so let's try to hop into that. All right? Let's go. All right. So I guess the first thing I really want to say right now is that this type of vibe, it really brings shackles on a person invisibly. And like for the moves that I thought I was making by like when you know those thoughts you get in the back of your head when you're working or doing something that you love, either way, whether you're assisting or the main character in your story, and it's oh, should I do what's best for myself, the people around me, and basically not saving, but getting a vibe where you want it for your own, but people go into business for it, right? So I went into I went my own way with this, and in the results of this, it kind of gave me the same results of people that had gave up, gave up on themselves and gave up on trying to put their input into a support, into support of the system that's going on around them or whatever. So including the fact that I'm considered baby, and having this stigma around me, um honestly, I'm gonna just say it straight up, because I'm gonna be honest with this. I'm gonna say that kind of is winning in my life. But I'm really not the type, I'm not the type to just hear about me being a creator slash um loner slash sociopath type vibes, you feel me? So I'm gonna try to start off with how my day goes, and what I really be trying to accomplish here. Because like I say, you guys were trying to get to know me in the first videos. I had videos up before about America. I'm going to talk about America too because I live here. um it's just a real 411 of shit that I really feel um could have just been avoided, things that could have been subtracted out of my life before or after, things that I've been asking for help on, things that are being held with real responsibility on, promises and shit, or whatever. So I'm gonna start off trying to voice my opinion in a way, um as I scroll through my phone. I'm gonna go through it like that. I'm gonna scroll through my phone and give out like an honest opinion on how like I feel I should have been a part of things, like to get things started, or to be a part of things, because they just don't have my vibes because they used to have them, right? So yeah, here's part 2 to what I'm talking about. These earrings, they don't have like a place in my life right now, like, and it's really opinionated in my life before I even took a part of life where I just walk on or whatever, trying to take care of business that I thought I was gaining or whatever. Um Moving forward, like I kind of tend to now switch to trying to pick up on history that um happened way before me. Literally that's like all that supplies for me today. In a way that like um wow, like just things that I is like really the smallest part of who I am, like a pet peeve of mine. You know, like there's a whole bunch of things that I used to like that aren't just around me right now. This is probably like the worst quality of life that I ever involved in. But for certain reasons, I guess I have to like survive this part of life, because in the creation of things, it's a quantity that I can't undo for myself or whatever. Um but speaking of things that I wish I had started on, for one, like I said, like I picked this area to kind of just gather my thoughts and to start on what I was doing before, but people don't view me as a new person trying to start my life. They kind of just categorize me into a bandwidth of people that um, kind of just calling it support, needing support in life or whatever, but still not getting it or whatever. It's totally not a part of my life, but getting through with it, it does bring me a lot of depression, and I'm not an idiot, but um, it's not going to change who I am, or the fact that like this whole get up right here is what I could. It was hard to even put together for some reason. Um, and like for example, like this is not even the angles of like how I can put myself back in or whatever, but it is what it is. One way or another, I know how to take care of myself, so I'm going to try my best to avoid outbursts because they can't handle it. I'm going to try my best to keep records of myself because they don't record me either. So moving on to that, like there is no story here, there is no story to want to begin, so I will be doing it for myself in a personal way, personal matters or whatever. um so now we're talking about living in America and the possession of being a guest in America. um Yesterday and my whole life up to here now is talking about how I was trying to find a way to bring our cultures together, and inviting people that were better off, influencing people, but in a more power way, where we're not just gathering for the social media, like we were gathering for ways to bring fun to the youth, and opportunities for people that wanted to do things that they couldn't see through um an entryway, like they didn't want, like, what if they didn't want to be a cashier all their life because they got bills to pay and they got dreams or whatever. But it wasn't even about finding the dream, because they always had wanted to work on their dream. Now it's about I guess now it's about just finding a way to link all the dreams in your life or whatever. But for me, it's like all my resources ran out, and like nobody, like I'm not even labeled as a person anymore. Like there's no way I can get into a habit of going to a community and getting the help that I deserved and stuff like that. So I'm doing what I can with the best of my abilities under the circumstances I'm in, where at first I was just going to go to school, then get the job and plot my life out. But even then, like under certain like ways people thought of things, like I was not linking with them, so I end up losing the focus I needed. I end up losing the strength that I actually um shared wanted to share with others, that I actually like I was supposed to, like, I would get inspired about. But like I don't really, like, I'm in a position where it's like it is what it is. Like um I don't know, but I can't focus on things that would get me in more of a deteriorating position, while people think that it would help them, you know. So I'm doing my best to stay put. This is a literally a state of emergency for me, but around me it's not like that. It's more of a hide it and stay hush or whatever. But I speak my mind, and I tend to find people that literally just try their best, I guess. Um, so that's what's like living in America today. Speaking on things that I am like now, like 26 or whatever. Not in my same zodiac, because getting here, it was to in a resumption of my faith, and in a resumption of my character. um but everything kind of just vanished or whatever. um People had to really be in positions where they had to push instead of pull. So that left me with a lot of gossip that just forms, I guess, situations that interrupts and distracts um well, me, I guess. And like having a lot of free time when I could be using it for better use of things that I guess what I should be doing at my age. Um, so I kind of flipped into a mode where I learned how to take what I used to know and applying it to what I see, and took it to learning how the streets are built, and it doesn't coordinate with me either. And it takes a lot of forms of like color um depleting, and again, that's another deteriorating factor that I do not want to inhabit. So it's a lot of days where I'm just in the house and watching things that I like, but not being able to be a part of things that I wish I um could know, I guess. it's a lot of things and people that I had to let go in life, and it's like conversations with myself pretty much. It's a very shocking awakening like moment for me where I felt like I thought I would have the love and support that I needed to bring back things that we would walk out of. Um, but it seems to know that I walk out of others' lives too. So um, just being in need of what is circulating. So like what's the only thing that's circulating for passing is money or whatever, but um not getting a lot of it puts me in jeopardy of friendships and connections. Um but a lot of things that I know of um isn't really in quality of producing. Um so I'm in my phone for the time being. Maybe I could just take these earrings off. I don't really need to wear them right now. These would be like what I would have got from my mother, but I haven't seen my mother in a while. Um, whatever she's dealing with, hopefully it was worth it. Um, but yeah, so I'm in my phone with the ideas that were in the back of my head. So the best way to have done it was through pictures because that's in the origin of my soul. Like I'm not really a wordy person, but I can bring out the meaning of words, you know. But me personally, like I'm like it lifts my spirit and my patience and all that stuff to do things that are more positive in life and for me in my systematic ways. But what I was saying is that like pictures are better for me and things are just moving too fast is what's making people being able to smile in my face from miles away. Um well, and then so I'm not able to do things. Okay, so I'm in my phone about things that I noticed that a lot of the surfacing is a lot of women. A lot of women with styling and taking effect that they're in bondage with like things that were supposed to be dedicated to them, but it's kind of being circulating around and um this is this is just me like looking at things like from where I stand, that like what's stopping a human being from being like another Nobel Prize winner or learning to be like a top boss in fashion, upgrading fashion instead of living in the hood and having fashion is knowing that like they know that they're entitled to like what they'll wake up to thinking is just circling around and like they're not able to talk to people that have like a different type of stash on it or whatever, so like trading is like dead basically. For dudes it's more like if I'm close to home then it is what it is. um but I haven't really seen a lot of responsibility in itself, because I wasn't born to be like the constructor of a city. So when it came down to it, it just was a mess when coming back to life or whatever. Um, even going through college, it was terrible having a one parent income system and no support. Um, but moving forward, it's more like just make sure that you're not getting in trouble and things like that because they would just take you without questioning. And it's more like a comfort thing because now because I got to protect myself or whatever. Let me think of other things to say, because now I'm just ranting about shit that I can't really tap into right now because of my mood. Took up board games though.